ep14.
Hello everybody and welcome to Tech ER. The next segment we're going to be dealing with is an issue that, or not necessarily an issue, but something that could possibly define the 21st century. We've all heard of it, we're all familiar with it, and it's so popular that they even decided to make a movie about it. And it actually turned out to be one of the most popular movies of 2010. So here with me is the lovely Catherine to talk about Facebook.
Thank you for that lovely greeting, Romaine. I love
problem.
it. I feel kind of weird being over here today, but I'm liking this this new dynamic
I like
we have
it too.
going
This side
on.
is like so empowering. Oh my gosh.
I know, exactly, right? Don't you feel like you're just holding
Now I know
all
why
the
you never
power?
want to leave. You know?
I know,
It's crazy.
seriously. It's a good feeling. Now, did you see the Facebook movie?
You know, actually, I haven't. I intended to. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I was reading this article saying that people are actually voting this movie one of the #1 movies of this year.
Yeah.
Not based on like how much they made,
Right.
but just generally
In quality.
Yeah, in quality.
I know, and now I heard that it might even be nominated for a couple Oscars
Wow.
they're looking at. So,
Wow.
yeah, I haven't seen it yet either, but I really want to. So definitely that's on my must-do list this
Maybe
holiday.
that's a date we can do.
Yeah.
sometime together.
We'll talk
You know,
about it
just
after
a
the show.
suggestion.
We'll talk about it after the
Okay.
show. All right, so let's get started today. Now, I want to remind everybody that what I'm sort of covering here, a couple weeks ago, I started on the basics of Facebook, and I'm sticking to that very basic sort of thing today. I'm just going to keep it, you know, bare bones. You probably know all this already, but some of our
To be
viewers
honest,
might not.
I'm not that familiar with Facebook. It's
Really?
only actually the beginning of this year that I actually got Facebook. So
I tried to find you on there, and
I'm
I couldn't
fairly
find
new.
you, so.
Well, you know,
But I have to,
I did find the privacy features. So.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that, so I'm sure you know all about that. All right, so now 2 weeks ago, I left off talking about how to upload pictures to Facebook. So we're just going to kind of review that process really quickly.
Okay.
So you can upload many albums to Facebook, as you know, and it's a really fun way to kind of update people on your life, especially with friends that you don't see as often. They may be traveling, so it's a really cool option to kind of let people in on what you're doing.
Okay.
So now to create one, under the photo tab on your profile, you simply click Add Album. It's easy enough. And we're going to pull up a picture here. We want to insert the first photo. So you then add the title of the album and any kind of general comments you may have regarding this set of pictures. Here you can see, you can write the album name, the location, a little description of the pictures, and you can even set privacy settings on who can see your album.
Nice. So album names, does it have to be, you can make it crazy, anything you want
You
to,
can
right?
make it crazy, yeah.
Okay.
You can, but you know, you want to keep it obviously related to the pictures that are
Okay.
going to be there. So
Fair enough.
nothing too crazy, but you can have a little fun with it for sure.
Like Romaine's adventure in the bathroom, things like that?
Yeah, I don't know if that would be such a popular choice.
No?
You might want to restrict the privacy settings on that one.
Okay, no problem.
But I know people do like to get creative with their album titles. Although after you have like 50 or 60 something albums on there, it's kind of tough to think of new titles. I
Yeah.
know I've ran into that issue before, but
Yeah, but you just put some random stuff,
you're
right?
pretty quick though. I think you would not have a problem with that. You're pretty witty, so I think you would do a good job.
I try.
All right, so we're going to talk more about the privacy options later. But anyways, you then click Create Albums. You select the photos you want to include in the album by browsing in, your pictures on your computer, and you just check the ones you want to add, and you click Upload. So it's actually very, very easy. It's
Sounds good.
not as complicated as some people might think.
Sounds good.
And you can write a caption for each photo if you like too, which is kind of fun. You
Nice.
can describe what's going on in the photo.
Captions are always fun.
Yeah, now we've pulled up a picture here. This is where you can tag friends in the photo, so it's easy enough. You just click on the person in the picture, type their name, and hit tag.
Okay.
And you're good to go.
And you'd only use this option if you actually have friends, right?
Right.
Okay.
If it's, your bathroom album, you might not have
I
so
know.
many people.
Yeah,
Tag
probably
like
not.
the toilet or the
Yes,
towels. And Kind
exactly.
of weird, but tagging's better for actual people, not so much inanimate objects.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
All right, so once you tag someone, that picture will now actually be linked to their Facebook page.
Okay.
So, when you click on tagged photos on their page, it will come up. And you choose one of the photos as your album cover to kind of represent the whole album, and then you click Save, and now you have a brand new Facebook album.
Nice.
It's as easy as that.
Now, is there a limit to these albums, or you can do like as many
I
as
think
you
you can
want
actually
to?
do as many as you want, but there's a limit to how many photos you can put in the album.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it currently is. I know it used to be 60, so I mean it's still pretty high, but you can kind of pick and choose what are the best photos that you want to put on there.
Okay.
So,
I can't imagine somebody actually utilizing all of that space on Facebook.
It's pretty crazy. I actually have some friends that have like 100 albums. So if you've had Facebook for years and years, and if you're one of those people that really likes to take pictures, then we've touched on people that are photo enthusiasts, people that like to do photography. So
those self photos like this.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
There's always a lot of those
in the mirror. Yeah.
The profile picture.
Yeah.
So but it's a cool thing. It's a fun way, like I said, to update people on kind of what's going on in your life.
Okay.
So let's move on to another aspect. So privacy settings. We touched on that earlier. Now you might have heard that media savvy employers like to investigate potential employees on Facebook. We've all heard a lot of horror stories about that, right? So people can get into a lot of trouble actually by posting or being linked to certain wall posts or photos. And while you can't really control what others post of you, you can control the link to who sees it. So to set who can see your profile information, you go to the Account tab and click Privacy Settings. Now we've got a picture up here. And for every specific field, you can actually see you can click who can see all these information about you.
Nice.
So, you can click either everyone can see it, friends of friends, or only friends.
Okay.
Now it allows you to customize your settings so that you can control who can see exactly what component of your profile. And if you only want, for example, your friends to see your photos and videos that you're tagged in, you can select that option.
And you can do like specific people, like you can
Very
say
specific.
mom,
Well,
things like that. You don't want your mom to see certain things on Facebook.
Presumably
right?
your mom would be one of your friends, right?
Well,
so you would want her to see
depends on your
pictures,
situation. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on your situation. So if you don't want mom to see those pictures, you can make that happen.
Okay, cool.
But most importantly, you can make it so employers can't see the
Yeah,
photos.
because there's certain ones I have on there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you just don't want that to get out, eh? All right. Well, I'll have to check that out later. Hopefully I'll be included in the list of who can see them. Anyway, so it's really great. It's a great feature because there might be certain features of your profile that you want some people to see and certain other ones that you don't. So it's nice that you can do kind of little customized sections instead of like the whole overall profile only certain people can see. Yeah,
Good.
so it's actually a great feature. The privacy features have come a long way since I first got Facebook like 5 or so years ago. So now it's a lot more specialized. All right. So we're going to move on here. Actually, just quick before we do move on, another quick little tip. If you don't want somebody to see a photo of you or something that someone else has put up, you simply just untag yourself. So that's really easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that doesn't even have to go through the privacy settings.
All right.
Now, here's another section under privacy. You can actually select which people can find you on Facebook. Now I think this is something you know all about.
Familiar with, yeah.
Because I tried to search you and I didn't have too much luck, so I didn't manage to break through your privacy settings.
Not at all.
So you can see here people who can search you if you're visible to everyone, if you're visible again to like only people that you in your network, and so on and so on. So you just click connecting on Facebook, view settings, and that's how you change the search option.
Perfect.
All right. So you know all about that. Don't
Yes,
need to
I
review
certainly
that
do.
too much with you.
So, in terms of like someone who is like new to Facebook,
Right.
What is like the number one thing that you could say that they should know when actually, maybe looking to sign up or when
To
they first
create a
sign up?
profile and everything like
Yeah.
that. Basically, I think the most important thing is only release information that you are comfortable with people seeing.
Okay.
So you never want to put your address on Facebook, even if you only have it so friends can see it. It's just generally not a good idea. Your phone number you should probably keep off there. I mean, you can do some things like your email address if if you're not too worried about that. But I think mainly you want photos up there that people can see, that you're comfortable with them seeing, and you just want to keep it to the basics.
And so just one more thing.
Yeah.
Now, you're familiar with Facebook.
Yes.
Why do you think it's become so popular over the years, especially since there's been other ones like kind of similar?
That have kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
Well, we just showed a little picture of like a Facebook status update, and that's something kind of cool that Facebook offers, is that you can let people in on what you're doing at that exact time. So you just have to write at the top of your box. You see at the top of the news feed there what's on your mind. You can write, I'd be like taping Tech ER currently, and then you just write that. So people can really be let in on what you're doing currently. It's a great way to see people's photos. It's a great way to stay in touch with friends that you live far away from. And even the Queen has Facebook now. You can see here.
Nice.
So you're in good company, right?
All right, perfect.
Facebooking has even become a verb. That's how popular it is.
I know, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so happy Facebooking, everyone, and remember, stay safe out there.
All right, so thank you very much, Catherine.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so that's it for our Facebook segment. Stay tuned, we have a lot more Tech ER coming up.